So information is the first level, which is a must, that you must know what exactly you should know is the information, is a hard disk, not more than that. But more important than the hard disk is the analysis. That's the second level where the critics, if you can analyze, then you become a critics. Then there's a third level, which is called filmmaker, which means you are able to implement. Okay. So information, analysis, and implementation. So these are the three various level. So information is must. Analysis is second level where the critics could do it. Also the filmmaker. And third is the implementation. Critics can't do the implementation. That's why they remain critics. Till the second level, they never rise to the third level. So I have included certain questions over here, which I will keep talking about. Today, the most important is what happened in the last year. Okay. So which means when you go to this website section, some of you have not loaded so far, but this section called What's New, if you click here, then you see in which month what we did, okay, in the past. So click at the July 2025. So you see 94 questions are being loaded here. Can you hear me correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so these 94 questions are there, almost like a 20 more question I'm going to add, but 94 are the most important one from the examination point of view. Rest are also important, but this is also currently what is happening, which means somebody expired, somebody passed away, somebody achieved some award or something like that. So we go by that. So first question is Sebastião Salgado, one of the most popular street photographer or photojournalist, you would like to call it. He came to India also, and he passed away last year. So anyone who has departed and has contributed to the art form would be considered as important. That's why I have named this section also, where you will see them in the people who have passed away in the main category over there. But here we have featured this category, particularly what's new. How do you know what I have added? So you can figure it out. In July 2025, we have added the 94 questions, which would become 20 more in a 1 or 2 days. So we'll go by that. So you could see that question is, who is this guy? First of all, I have given a clue. The famous Brazilian is a painter, a photographer, a photojournalist, or wildlife expert. Naturally, he is a photojournalist. Okay, so that's correct answer. If you click here, you could also see that. Now, I have also added certain images. We will quickly go by those images. This is how he looked like. And this is one of his famous photograph where all these people from the gold mine are climbing up there. And there is a book called View of Humanity. Okay. And then this is the image of that same place where the people are climbing up for this gold, from the gold mine. And this is a close-up of the same. And this is another book called Genesis by Sebastio Salgado. So people can ask different questions. Genesis, a book on by a photojournalist. Who is this photojournalist? A, B, C, D, Raghurai, Phalana, Dimka, and all that. So you should know this is the guy. This Taschen you should write down before I forget. This is a wonderful publication who publishes books of important photographer, video artists, and most important is the painters, sculptors, and architect. Almost like I have one book costs roughly around 1,000 rupees. There are variety of kind of books. Some books are coffee table book, which cost 4,000, 5,000. Then they have a book on normal book or which is roughly around 1,000 rupees. I have invested almost like a lakh, 1 lakh or 120,000 rupees into buying certain books. Few are coffee table and few are normal 1,000 rupees. Whenever you wanted to invest into any painter's book, This Taschen is the place where you should go and buy it. 1,000 rupees, you get a very nice hardbound book on a printer, and is really worth collecting it. I must recommend it, though I don't get a commission from them, but I must recommend. Okay. David Lynch is another American filmmaker who passed away recently. And so I formulated a question: for which film David Lynch received the Palme d'Or in 1990? So if you never heard of this name, is fine, but now you must, because it could be a potential question for the FTI entrance exam. So those who never heard about the David Lynch, the answer is Wild at Heart. So this is the correct answer. Now, the same director, I have formulated a couple of more questions, and David Lynch, this particular film was also very talked about in the time when it was made. Uh, Mulholland Drive, and very interesting film. Those who have not seen, is very surrealistic kind of a filmmaker, not of the level of Louis Buñuel, but a tenth Xerox version of Louis Buñuel, I would say. But still, he has call it as a influence of the Louis Buñuel. So this is a psychological thriller kind of noir where he has worked. Then again, he got nominated for one of his film for the best Academy. So you must know what that film is all about. This is called. Just a moment. I'll show you the Elephant Man. Okay. So this is a very surrealistic kind of. You can see the poster in the back side, how the eyes from within the eye and the cap and all that. But anyway, just right now the information only. Again, going back to David Lynch again. Uh, Uh, he also did a TV series which was become popular, called Twin Peaks. So let me see if there is an image. There should be. Okay, this is how it looked like. Very low resolution image, but don't mind. Again, the David Lynch as a debut filmmaker. We all are debut at some day or other. So this film is called Erase Head, and this is one of the film which was discussed. This is how the David Lynch looked like. This is one of my favorite photographs which I picked up from the internet. And this is the film. Then we go by the Manoj. A lot of people who have passed away, not so many, but for us, Manoj Mitra was basically a Bengali actor, mainly the playwright, and he has written a couple of plays. That's how he looked like, and one of the his plays which got translated in Hindi called Bagi Ram Ki Bachiya. That was a Hindi play which he wrote, which was performed by many Hindi belt people also, but mainly the Bengali people who knows about theatre a little bit will know who Manoj Mitra is. Is worth asking a question in the MCQ for. Now this guy called Raj Kumar Singhjit Singh. Anybody quickly will talk about him? Okay. Manipuri dance exponent. If you are from Delhi and if you ever been to Triveni Kala Sangam, you would see him performing in the open area next to the cafeteria. His wife Charu Mathur Singh was asked when I went to FTI in 1989 entrance exam. So you can imagine the Guruji of his disciple. She was a disciple who got married to him. So Guruji is more important than disciple, obviously, except these three disciples who became more important than the Gurujis, which I discussed yesterday, Gurdjieff and Ramakrishna Paramans, etc. So Rajkumar Singhjit is no more with us, and he was a very prominent Manipuri dance exponent. Could be asked this particular year. Let me show you the picture if I have here. Sometimes they don't add. I tell them, okay, this is how I look like. Okay, image is very important so that you could easily. Valmik Thapar, everybody who has something to do with the wildlife photography will know what I'm talking about. So basically, wildlife expert and conservationist, and this is how he looked like. A low resolution photograph based in Delhi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. Right.
Say again?
Right, yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. And Chief Justice of India, I don't care for the general knowledge, kind of political general knowledge, but judiciary is my special interest. And all these people are very, very important people. This year, our B.R. Gavi is being appointed as a Chief Justice of India. Probably may be asked. I'm just added this question for the sake of convenience, because Chief Justice of India is a very, very important man. So this is in brief. If anybody has a question, quickly you can ask. Nobel Prize, there are two Nobel Prize which are of interest for the humanity in general. One is the literature and another is the peace. Peace I have left. You need to figure it out. Nobel Prize for the literature this particular year is a very, very important award. And if you look at this lady, I've mentioned the name over there, but if you look at the images, all these images are important. All these three: Vegetarian, Human Act, Wildlife. These are the books she has written. So this is how she looked like. Then Human Act, then White Book, Greek Lessons, which is not mentioned over there, but I have included the image over there. And fourth is the Vegetarian. So these are the four important book of this lady. Any of these name could be asked. Three I have mentioned. Fourth Greek thing which I have shown you over there. This could be another important questions. Okay. So her complete body of work, which include above novels. Okay. Now these are the few books by Vinod Kumar Shukla who got the very, very important award this particular year. And among the literature, there are two awards, Gyanpith and Sahitya Academy. They are important. He got the Gyanpith this particular year. Before that, he also got the Sahitya Academy. So, Khilenge to Dikhenge is another book by him. Let me just show you quickly. This is how the image of that thing. Khilega to Dikhenge. It's about basically flower, but that's it. So, another question is very simple. सब कुछ होना बचा रहेगा. So again, those people who are not from Hindi book belt, difficult for them, but they need to remember last year, couple of years, they have asked many Hindi things. So you can't say I'm from Kerala and I don't know. सब कुछ होना बचा रहेगा is exactly what? Is it again a collection of poem, novel, or what exactly it is? Sometime the confusion is that if you don't know that exactly what it is, then it could be a problem for you to figure it out. So here the question is being formulated in a different manner. Not just it is what exactly it is, a travelogue, it is a novel, it is a play, or collection of poems. So it's a collection of poems, you know. So sometimes the difficulty level can be increased in this manner. He will not ask you directly, but he will beat around the bush and formulate a question like this. Now, this another question called दीवार में एक खिड़की रहती थी. This is a most popular play I have seen, though it is a novel basically converted into a play. There's a girl in Delhi called I forgot her first name, Sharma. She is an actress and theater director. She keep directing this play very often. I have seen. That's how I come to know about this play. दीवार में एक खिड़की रहती थी. ये पूछा जा सकता है. Beside her नौकर की कमी, we will come below. Okay. So written by Vinod Shukla. Okay, everybody knows now novel. It's not a play, it is a novel converted into a play. Like Mannu Bhandari wrote a novel called Mahabhoj, which got converted into a play later on. It was not written as a play. It was a novel written first and then got converted into a play. So similarly, this was written as a novel, got converted into a play by this someone, I don't know who translated it. Naukar Ki Kameez is the most important book by Shukla because the Manikol directed a film on it. Many, many years back, I'm talking about almost 15 years back. This film was funded by Rotterdam. Rotterdam has a film festival which has also funding possibilities of pitching your project for a feature film funding and getting a screenplay grant or distribution. So you must check it out, Rotterdam Film Festival over there. This film was funded by Rotterdam because Manikol's wife, Miriam Van Lier, was part of that network. She That's a different story, but this is how Naukar Ki Kamij. Who shot this film? It's K.U. Mohan. K.U. Mohan shot this film, and Manikal directed it. So this is the most important question for this year. If you ask me, I would put it. And there are fan club of Manikal in the FTI. So some fun club guy, if he set up the paper, he might put this question. Very, very important question. Naukar Ki Kameez, servant's shirt. Manikal directed the film. And obviously, Mr. Shukla wrote the novel. Vinod Shukla's uh, work are known for their distinct linguistic texture, emotional depth, and in style full portrait of human experience. He was recently honored with, obviously, I just told you, 59th Gyanpith Award. Okay, Gyanpith is by Times of India Group. So those who don't know, just adding them. Alain Delon was a big star in the 60s. And as I said, that he was romancing with Brigitte Bardot in his days. And since he passed away recently, so this could be a question because you need to understand the FTI people's mindset, what they go about it. Very romantic hero of his time, something like a Rajesh Khanna in the 60s, but more sensible than Rajesh Khanna. And he has worked with the big boys of his time. So Jean Gabin is one of the actor, and who directed that? Who? What was the name of the film? The Sicilian Clan. If there is an image, let me just quickly see. I doubt, but there may be. Okay, there is. So Sicilian Clan is the. You could see the center figure is the Jean Gabin. French name are difficult to pronounce. Don't bother about that. Remember the spelling. Again, Alain Delon acted in one of the lead in the film Rocco and his brothers. Who directed it? Again, those people who knows about it. It's a Lucino Visconti. And let me see if there is an image also. We loaded the image too. Okay, here is the image. This is a. She looked like Jean Maru, but she's not Jean Maru. She very. I got confused first time when I look at the poster. Jean Maru is one of the popular French actress from the 60s. um, she also was the part of the jury in Indian cinema one of the years as a president of the Indian international section jury. So she came to India once. Okay, so Palme d'Or. Palme d'Or is always the most already award, most prestigious award like an Oscar. European cinema celebrate the Palme d'Or, and he received the Palme d'Or in the Cannes in a particular year. It will not ask in this way. They will ask in a different way, but just formulated this question that so that you should remember that he received the Palme d'Or 2019. He also refused one of the most prestigious award from the French government called Legion d'Honneur, simply saying that he was protesting about many things like many artists do, and he did not believe in the support from the government, so he refused that award. It was given to him. It's called Legion d'Honneur, and just wanted to mention. So maybe somebody would ask you which award he refused from the French government. It is Legion d'Honneur. So again, Jean-Pierre Melville is one of the important director of his time, and this film called Unflick is very, very important film because this actress, those people who recognize this actress, let me see, who is this actress? Quick, it is mentioned over there, Catherine Deneuve. So Catherine Deneuve acted in that film, and very important actress of that time. Uh, Something like in 60s, if you call Sharmila Tagore, Hema Malini, she was of that stature. Okay, going to the page number 3. Anybody has a question, quickly ask. 90% of the time, these answers are correct. 9 out of 10, I don't claim 10 out of 10. But if there is a misalignment of the answer, please do point it out. Today, 2 people pointed out, very kind enough to say that this is the correct answer. So I am open to that. Out of 10, 9 are correct. 1 could be wrong. Could be wrong because I assigned someone and he messed it up. So I don't know. It can happen. But that's the way everything happens like that. So, in which film did Alain Delon play a role opposite? Claudia Carnel is the most important actress of that time from Italy. Okay. As I said that one of the film of Werner Herzog with the Klaus Kinski, she played a role in which the ship has to be transported from one river to another river called Friskeraldo. So Frisk-Raldo, she acted opposite the Klaus Kinski, but here the question is, Ella Delon play a role opposite Claudia Cardinal under Visconti's direction. What is that film? It's called Leopold. So let me show you the image of that film. It's become easy for you to remember. This is the one of the, this girl is Claudia Cardinal. And let me see, show you one or two more pictures. This is how she looked like in a close-up. And maybe one more picture. No, it's okay. So this is how, again moving to Godard. Godard was most important man in the 60s of the French New Wave cinema. And Alain Delon worked with a film called Nouvelle Vague, which means basically New Wave itself is the name of the film also. So I'll just show you quickly the poster. A very abstract kind of a simplistic poster. This is a poster look like. Delon, Godard, that's it. Okay. So again, another important film of Alain Delon was Purple Noon, in which he played the Mr. Ripley. So it's based on a novel basically, and I have mentioned the novel's name also in such a way so that you remember in case if they ask which novel it is based on. See, the entire FTI paper depend upon the mindset of the people who are making it. This particular year it is more tricky because every bloody question costs 2 marks, not one. So if you do a wrong, 2 plus zero point 0.5 also. That's another nonsense. So you have lost that 2.5 if you wrongly encircle it. Not just 2 but 2.5. Okay. So you have to be very, very careful how frustrated it is when you come to know that you lost the cutoff by 1 mark. So zero point 0.5, you know. So that's why I don't care about the MCQs. Normally, I put it up on my website, watch it, read it. If you want, you don't want to read it, go to the hell. I don't care. But this time, I have 5 days I am devoting only for this particular section because they've changed the pattern. And if you don't crack the first level, you are not going to be in the second level. So MCQ nonsense has become more important, though I really don't know how much would be the technical question related to the acting, cinematography and all. Though we are training people for particularly for cinematography for the technical part, but for direction people, I believe it is just information. They will figure it out. But in technical, it's not just information. It is also a understanding of the concept. This particular year, I have devoted 15 days to train them, thinking that it will help them. And I'm sure it will. But for direction, it is information, not the analysis or understanding. So this is one example. As I said, that Tom Ripley is the thing, which is Visconti, sorry, Purple Noon, name of the thing. And Patricia Highsmith is the novelist, and the name of the novel is called The Talented Mr. Ripley. Ellandello, Monica Vitti was craze in the Italy and all over the world, and she was kind of a wife with the Antonioni, and she has worked with many films. So one of the film in which Monica Vitti worked with Alain Delon, and that's Eclipse. Those who have seen it, they knows it. Those who have not, one day they will watch it. And this is how she looked like, you know. And this is how the shot from that film. So you can see her hairstyle and all that. So coming to I just mentioned the date 18th August 2024. So anything which happened after last year's entrance exam and before this entrance exam, I mean say 1 month before the entrance days, is that anything which happened, they can ask it. So which Italian director cast Alain Delon in the epic called The Leopard? Obviously, the Luciano Visconti, I have just told you, is the most important question from the entire career graph of Ella Delon, but somehow that poster is not there. I posted earlier. So Leopard is the film. You must, if I would formulate a question, this will be the question. Okay. But don't go by what I believe, because I believe in the toughness. They might ask a very simple question. So Mamta Shankar, those people who are from West Bengal particularly knows that she has worked with a Satyendra and she is also a dancer. Okay. So Padam Shri and Padam Bhushan are always important. I have picked up only selected which could be asked. Not every Tom, Dick and Harry who receives they are not Tom, Dick and Harry, but for examination point of view, it is not relevant. So Mamta Shankar is primarily an actress, but she has also learned the dance form. So it could be asked that it is a Padam Shri awardee this particular year. Okay. So contemporary dance and drama. If there is a picture, the picture is not there. Okay. So again, which of the following personalities in both academic and theatre practitioner awarded the Padam Shri Award in 2024? Now the question is academician because he is right now the vice chairman of National School of Drama, Bharat Gupta, and he is considered as a authority on the particularly Natya Shastra and all that. So he got a national award this year. Sorry, Padam Shri Award. So this could be a potential question to ask. Again, this Jaspinder Narula is not important, but again, she got an award for whatever reason. So she's a playback singer, everybody knows. Shekhar Kapoor got the which Padma Award? It becomes important, not Padam Shri, but the Padam Bhushan. Padam Bhushan is one step above, then the Padam Shri, and then Padam Vibhushan is the topmost. Okay, so don't get confused which particular award was he was given. So Padam Bhushan is the award. Barizon is basically a person who is a Britisher, worked in Delhi for many, many years, and he started the theatre in education, Thai in National School of Drama, and that's how he made his bread and butter. And later on, he also had his own group, but primarily he was banking upon the National School of Drama and started the theatre in education. And many people who are from theatre, they will know this name. Barizone also got this year particularly award for the theatre and acting. Shah Rukh Khan is his claim to fame, but that's it. But he did not make the Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan is because of his horoscope. You may not like it, but that's the way it is. Okay, so we are going to the position number 4. Which Indian actor and politician was awarded the Padam Bhushan? Padam Shri is fine, but Padam Bhushan is more important. Okay, so those who are from South India, they will quickly recognize Nanda Murthy Balakrishnan is the answer for this particular year. And Anant Nag has acted in some of the film of Sham Benegal. Okay, we will discuss Sham Benegal very specifically. In this MCQ online version, Sham Benegal is not included many questions. But in my original book, there are roughly around 20 questions. So I will share the PDF file of the original with you tomorrow and we will discuss Sham Benegal for sure. One question on Sham Benegal is must. Write it down, put it on a paper, call it as my prediction. But if they don't do it, then they don't pay their tribute to the Shambhari. It will be so pathetic that they did not ask that question. It is as big as Manal Sen. The year Manal Sen passed away, I predicted there will be one question, and there was a question on the Bhuvan show. It is recorded in the line on my online videos, and this year I predict there will be definitely 200% one question on Sham Benegal. What question can be asked? We will discuss it later on. Okay. So Anant Nag has acted in the films of Sham Benegal. Just wanted to quote. And this particular year, Padam Bhushan is being awarded, which is already being mentioned over there. So obviously it is from Indian cinema. Okay. So again, because he was a famous ghazal singer, so Pankaj Udas was given the Padam Bhushan this particular year. L. Subramaniam is his short name. Don't get confused with Lakshmi Narayan Subramaniam. Sometimes we are popular name is L. Subramaniam. I didn't know Lakshmi Narayan is his full name, but L. Subramaniam we knew him. So he was given the Padam Shri, Padam Bhushan, and Padam Vibhushan, which is the highest Padma award in Indian scenario. So classical music, everybody knows it. Not most important is the violin and all that. Okay. They may ask a particular instrument he is known for. So MT Vasudev Nair is one of the celebrity from Kerala, and those who are from South India knows who this man is. Some of his work is well known. So he is being awarded the Padam Vibhushan again posthumously. So remember that Padam Shri, Padam Bhushan, and Padam Vibhushan. Again, coming to the Padam Vibhushan in the classical dance category, Kumudini Lakhia is a well-known Kathak dancer. Obviously he belongs to also from Gujarat, which is a state of Modi. So not very surprising that someone from Gujarat getting an award, but again, she deserved. She deserved, Kumudin Lakhia deserved and she is no more with us. So again, market this question. Most important question from examination point of view for a dancer is Kumudini Lakhia. Again, coming to the national award, this particular year, various national awards were given. I have best dialogue is again this duo of Rahul and Arpita. They got for the this Gulmohar. Then again, coming to the actress, and this year it is being shared by two people, Nithya Menon and Mansi Parekh. So you need to remember very clearly which film. We have another question for that. So which film won the best feature film promoting the national, social, and environmental values? Kutch Express is the film which has received the award for it. Then we have a best screenplay. Only those people who are from screenplay writing course, particularly, this question is important. So Anand Karshi is the answer, and everybody knows which film I'm talking about. Okay, going to the page number 5. If anybody has a question, quickly ask it. Though you write it down, best would be to answer it at the end. Okay, because that way I would be able to concentrate better. Now, editing, cinematography, people don't ask, but some crazy person can ask. So let's be prepared for the crazy people. So who won the best editing in the feature film category? It is a Mahesh, which got the award. And for which film? It's a different question we have formulated. Then Hindi, which film won the best award? Is the same thing, but in a ask, I mean to say the film wise. So it is a Gulmohar and Hindi, best Hindi feature film. Hindi is well known, the mostly widely spoken language. So Hindi become more important than any other language. After Hindi, it is a Bengali language and then the rest of the language. So on and off, I have included Bengali language also. From cinema point of view, somebody may argue that it is Kerala and all that, but I'm not here to argue. It's your choice. Which animation film won the best animation award? Is a coconut tree, and sometimes some crazy person can ask you this question also. So let's be ready. Again, best editing award, we just spoke about it, and it is a film called Attam. Those who are from South India, they will be able to easily recognize. I am sorry I'm not able to put the images because they were done so quickly. I thought let me do the 50% of the job. At least they should remember the name. If not the image, image is always helpful to remember the name. Now, best film critics is another question. There are two kind of question: best critics and best book on the cinema. So this is about the critics. So who got the best critics this particular year? Could be asked. So Deepak Dua is the person who got the best critics award. All these people who become best critics all become a member of the FIPRISKI, Federation of International blah 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 blah, is a French organization, FIPRSK. They have an Indian chapter. Roughly around 30 to 40 people are member of it. Anybody who got the national award become a member automatically over there, but some people are already a member of this. It was asked once, I remember in which particular year. FIPRISKI stand for what? It is a international critics organization. Okay, best cinematography for this particular year is for Ravi Varman, PS1. We also run a award called Cinematography Art Award. We had two editions so far in Bombay in the club. And last year, before the national award was given to him, he won the award. It's a voting system by the cinematographer we have formulated, and PS1 got the best cinematography award for him. So before he got the national award, our award was he received the award from best voting by the cinematographer community itself. So PS1 is the answer. Again, best book, as I mentioned earlier, there are two kind of award. One is by the editor, and another writer, and another is the book. So this particular year, the award is for the Kishore Kumar Ultimate Biography. So that could be another question. Again, the best documentary, best fiction, I've just picked up because some crazy guy may ask it. So again, this Murmur on the of the Jungle is the film. Most of you must be knowing it. Music director is another very important award. And Preetham, again, why this particular award is important? Because Preetham is a graduate from FTI Pune. When I was studying, and he was one batch junior in the sound recording department. Very nice boy, and now he's a big man. So Rasul Pukutti was my batch, and Preetham was one batch junior to us. So again, best popular and film providing wholesale entertainment, which is Kantara. Some of you might have seen it. So this is brief. Let's go to the page number 6. Again, the actress, which actress got award for a role in Tiru Tiruchilambam? It's very difficult to pronounce for me. It's a tongue twisting name, but sometime you will need to remember there's a long name starting from TRI. That's how I go about it. So it's okay if you don't pronounce name correctly. Nitya Menon, everybody knows. She's a popular actress down south. Again, Best Actor Award for 2024. Everybody knows it is a Rishabh Shetty, particularly from South. Those North people may not be knowing him, but South Indian people knows him. Again, Best Debut Director could be another potential. And very surprisingly, it is a Haryanvi film called Fauza, which got the award for a Best Debut Director. And again, Unchai was a film where Bachchan and all these people were there, and Suraj Bardyatia directed it. And there's a guy called Khatoi, Kunal Khatoi, who shot this film. Just I'm mentioning for those people who are from cinematography background. So again, moving forward to the National Award for the Best Feature Film. One of the most important award among the various award is like a Palme d'Or for the main film, you know. So this particular year, again, the Attam was given the award. So these are the national award I have covered so far, and Padma award I have covered. Now we are moving to the Khan, which is equally prestigious than what we have discussed so far. I would be discussing Khans in a little more detail with the 40 more questions, maybe tomorrow. What on the history of Cannes Film Festival connection with the India. I have put up many more questions over there about the Palme d'Or, best director, best script writer, etc., etc. You may ignore them in the website, but something which is very, very important, I have given them in the books and also here, but I will discuss through the book PDF file. I'll share with you tomorrow so that you can quickly remember. But at this particular section, I have included these three images. One of them is Claudia Carnell, another is Brigitte Bardot, and center one is the recent one. Why particularly I have used this poster so that in your khopdi, it should enter the poster of the Cannes Film Festival is also important, and you can be, it can be asked over there. So first question coming to the thing is Payal Kapadia. And which Indian director was a part of the main director? So Payal Kapadia is the answer. She was the part of the jury where the Julie Binoche was heading was the president of the jury. Last year she got the very important award next to Palme d'Or, which is called Grand Prix, and which is very, very prestigious. And she is a graduate from FTI Pune. And that's another reason why this question is more important. Her earlier work, on which is her dialogue exercise, diploma, and other thing are also important from the examination point of view. Julie Binoche, as I just said, she's also a part of the jury, but the question is something else. Aside from Julie Binoche, the Cannes main competition jury include another actress, Halle Berry, and very important actress from American cinema. So could be asked, though there is someone from Italy also, but I have not included because Hollywood is much more popular than the Italian. So, president of the jury, I have already told you, the Julie Binoche is the answer. And in this particular year, those people who are sitting here from the acting course, we included her one of the film to discuss the performance. It can be asked why I have particularly included her, because she was the president of jury this year, and you never know if they want to make your life hell. They might put the three international actresses and three Indian and ask you to analyze the performance. So that was one of the reason why I put the Julie Binoche. Okay. So there are various sections in the Cannes Film Festival, like competition section, then uncertain regard, director's fortnight, critics week. So very specifically, you have to know what exactly is happening in the Cannes, not in a very vague manner, because public is very vague. They say Cannes, 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 Cannes. They don't know what exactly is there. So you have to be very, very specific. So which film won the uncertain regard top prize in the Cannes 2025? Not necessarily Indian film. So don't be under the impression that Indian film would be there. So there's a film called Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo, and that's the winner. And if there is image, let me just show you. There must be image. Okay, so this is the image. So you could figure it out. Remember the image and remember the category and remember for which this particular film was given the award. Now, again, the short films are also important. The Palme d'Or is equally important. Palme d'Or is not only for feature film, but also for the short film. So this particular year, I Am Glad You Are Dead Now by Tawfiq Baham is the name of the film. Could be asked, so I've included it. Okay. Going back to page number 761 question. Which Indian film was screened in the uncertain regard section in Cannes Film Festival? Cannes sometimes is very, very confusing. This Aranya Dinratri was restored version played over there. Remember it. This Tanvi the Great, this is, what is that Baldy actor who directed this film? I'm forgetting his name. So that was not into the competition section.
I guess Anupam Kher.
Okay, correct. Anupam Kher. So it is a film by Homebound, Neeraj Ghaiwan, who had already represented one of the film in the Cannes Film Festival. So Homebound is the correct answer. And let me show you the picture of that. This is how the photograph looked like. Okay. Unfortunately or fortunately, the lead actress is missing, who was over there, but maybe she has some small role in the film. And maybe for glamour's sake, they would have casted him. Because if somebody is not there on the poster, it means a star like of that caliber, she will make their life hell if she's just playing a small role. So it is very clear she is not a small role, though she was into the Cannes showing here and there. But anyway, we need to bother about our question and answer, not about the politics of what is going on. So, which Indian actress was part of the red carpet jury representation from the Indian Pavilion at Cannes 2025? Be careful while reading the question. It will be very, very confusing sometime. Okay. So, Anushka Sharma was invited over there. None of these people were the part. Nanta Das also went over there under some other category, but Anushka Sharma is the answer. So, which Indian documentary? Now, there are certain films which many people may not be knowing it, but from the examination point of view, you are expected to know. You are not an ordinary people. You are going to study in a premier institution of this country, and if you don't understand Cannes and not interested in the Oscars, then they think that you are not suitable enough for them. So, docu spotlight on India showcase. Read the question carefully. Which Indian documentary was featured in the 2025 Cannes docu Spotlight on India showcase? So, name of the film is called And Towards Happy Allies. So, there is an image over there, and Shimoy Singh's film. Let me just show you the image. So, this is the image of the poster, and you could see on the corner the image of Berlin Film Festival. This beer is the representation of that, and you could see this language of Iranian thing. So, and towards happy allies. So, this was the important question again. Coming back to Which Indian origin artist was featured in the Cannes 2025 poster exhibition titled Women's in Focus? There was a poster exhibition over there and it was devoted to the Smita Patil. Not sure if there is an image, but let me just figure it out. Okay. So this, it was such an important that I picked up this. I love this Amul ad, and very interestingly, they are being consistently using it. So Hamara Makhan and Hamara Manthan. So this is really interesting to observe it. So it was Smita Patil. Okay. Coming back to again jury and all that. So who was the Indian filmmaker on the short film and La Cine, if it's a name of the jury at the Cannes Film Festival this year. So last year, if you recollect, there was a guy who won the award for this film from FTI called Sunflowers were the first one to know. Okay. And this year he is in the part of the jury. His name is Chidananda S. Nayak. If there is a image, no, there is no image. Okay, never mind. So moving further, Robert De Niro was given a very particular award this particular year. So what was that award? Along with the Denzel Washington, we also included Denzel Washington's performance this particular year among the 5 actresses we wanted to analyze simply because he got the award in Cannes, and there's quite a possibility that in FTI entrance exam, if they really want to make your life hell, they might pick up the 3 international actors and 3 Indian actors, and one of them could be the Denzel Washington, and hence we included one of his film. That was the reason. I have my own logic to go by it. Somebody might feel that we must analyze Amir Khan and someone else, but I have my own logic to go about it. My interest is not emotional. My interest is very logical. What logically they go about. And believe me, there are always people who want to pick up the best. They don't want junk. They simply don't want junk. They want people who has a international flavor in their liking, in their attitude, because FTI is not to produce Subhash Ghai. Subhash Ghai is just a case of horoscope. FTI want to produce people like Payal Kapadia who will represent India in the international scenario. So if your taste is not international, if your taste is local, I'm not against the local, but that's what the FTI thinks about it. I'm the people who are teaching over there, who set up the paper. How they think, that is my point of view, and that's how I align myself to their point of view in terms of question paper, though I don't align myself from their attitude of paper allocation of the marks for the 60 and 40, and that's a different topic to discuss. But to alignment in the mindset for paper setting, whatever they set up, I agree with that, and that's why we consider Denzel Washington as the actor to be analyzed for the performance. Okay. So again, Camera d'Or is a very, very important award. Goes to the first feature film for a director. In India, so far, Meera Nair has got it. So far, Murli Nair has got it. And they are the 2 people who got the Camera d'Or so far, not the third person. But this particular year, the Camera d'Or goes to someone else and it's called President's Cake. Let me see if there is an image. There should be. Okay. Here it is. Okay. The director, the name of the film, you could see, is a very simple film. And that's it. It's a very, very prestigious award because Meera Nair could become Meera Nair because she got the Camera d'Or award. That's obviously Murli Nair could not become Meera Nair because Murli Nair is a different ball game and Meera Nair is a different ball game. Again,
Sir,
coming to
what is the
हाँ जी बोलिए.
what is the difference between Camera Dior and Palme Dior?
Camera d'Or is for first feature film of a director. Palme d'Or is for the best film competing in the competitive section where the big boys compete. 20 or 24 films are there. Camera d'Or is a first feature film. It could be in any section of the Cannes Film Festival, competitive, non-competitive, critics award, uncertain regard, any section it can be. Not necessarily into the, obviously in competitive section, big boys are there. First feature film of a director into the competitive section for the first film is very rare. Very rare means it has happened in the past, but very rare. Don't ask me which one.
सर
Okay. हाँ जी बोलिए.
सर आपने दो फिल्म्स के नाम बताए थे, वो कौन से थे? कैमरा और इंडियन।
अहमदाबाद और मीरा नायर सलाम बॉम्बे एंड मुरली नायर मरन सिम्हासना. इट्स मेड इन मलयालम लैंग्वेज.
सर पिरावी, आई थिंक पिरावी आल्सो वॉन
बेटा
कैमरा
तुम
अवार्ड।
गंवारों वाली बात मत करो. तुम गंवारों वाली बातें मत करो. इट वॉज ए स्पेशल मेंशन. पढ़ो जरा किताब में जाके. तुम लोग जाग रहे हो सोते हुए. मैं 25 साल से यही कर रहा हूं. इट वॉज ए स्पेशल मेंशन. इट इज नॉट कैमरा द्वारा अवार्ड. पढ़ो जाके. पढ़ना चालू करो जिंदगी में. ओके. इट वॉज ए स्पेशल मेंशन फॉर शाजी एंड करुण. इट वॉज नॉट कैमरा द्वारा अवार्ड. Read it. Go to the website of Cannes Film Festival and study it. Don't disturb other if you have no confirmation. Okay. So let's get back to another this 68 question number. Who won the Best Actress award for her performance in The Little Sister at Cannes? Best actor, best actress could also be asked. So Nadia Maliti is the correct answer. And let me show you the picture of that lady. This is how the poster of the film look like. Very simple poster. And this is how the actors look like. हवा में मत रहो. Read the question carefully. Don't behave like an Indian journalist who don't know anything under the sun and they talk some shit in their newspaper. This is exam where everything is written down in a question form and there is always a correct answer. So read question carefully. Carefully means carefully. Okay? Otherwise, you will lose 2.5 marks. You put the wrong answer, you not only lose 2 marks, but 0.5 also. 25% negative marking. तुक्केबाजी नहीं चलने वाला वहां पर. और इस साल तो और खतरनाक खेल चल रहा है. 1 मार्क्स नहीं है आपके बाद, 2. आपने एक पे गलत टिक किया, बाहर हो जाओ. 2.5 आउट. तो बी केयरफुल. ये मैं जो मैं बकवास कर रहा हूं बैठ के यहां पर बैठ के, इसलिए कर रहा हूं कि तुम लोग सो रहे हो अभी तक तुम जागे नहीं हो. ये सब तोते की तरह रटा होना चाहिए जो वहां लिखा हुआ है. एक्सेप्ट द कान फिल्म फेस्टिवल का जो बाकी पार्ट है उसको छोड़ के तोते की तरह रटा होना चाहिए. अगर मैंने बोला फ्रांसिस्को रोजी, विच आर द फिल्म डायरेक्टेड बाय फ्रांसिस्को रोजी, आपकी खोपड़ी में आना चाहिए. मताई अफेयर, क्राइस्ट हू स्टॉप्ड एट एवोलिया नेवर केम हियर, द हैंड्स ओवर द सिटी. ऐसे ऐसे याद होना चाहिए. समझ रहे हो तुम लोग? ये मजाक नहीं चल रहा है वहां पर. टेढ़ा मेढ़ा कोई भी क्वेश्चन आ गया बाहर. एक क्वेश्चन से तुम बाहर हो जाओगे. पेपर भी चेक नहीं होने वाला तुम्हारा, याद रखना. हरामी पना चल रहा है वहां पे एफटीआई में. हरामी पना. 1.5 लाख की सैलरी ले रहे हो हरामजादे, और पेपर चेक नहीं करना चाहते हो. 2,000 रुपए का तुमसे फीस लेते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट मेक्स माई ब्लड बॉयल. बट तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, और कोई भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. कोई भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. मैं क्या कर सकता हूं? हाई कोर्ट चला जाऊंगा. चला गया, 3 दिन फंस गया मेरा डंगा. कल होनी थी ये रिंग, फंस गई 5 दिन के लिए. कर लो, क्या कर लोगे तुम? कुछ नहीं कर सकते तुम लोग. मैं भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता. इट्स नेचर डिसीजन. नेचर ने बोला 5 दिन बाद हियरिंग होगी, बात खत्म. और तुम्हें अभी मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूं, इस शर्म की बात है कि ग्राफिटी नॉर्थ 60 लोग मेंबर है उसके. 7 लोगों में मैं ट्रेजरर हूं. 6 वर्सेस 1. माई आइडिया ऑफ फाइलिंग ए पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन बाय ग्राफिटी नॉर्थ वॉज रिजेक्टेड. While I wanted to fund the entire thing, I wanted a platform from them. They did not give me the platform. What a shame of the ex-alumni association based in Delhi. What a shame. And I can say that in front of their face. And I told them also. तो बेटा खेल जो है टेढ़ा होने वाला है आपकी बार. थोड़ा ये हवा से जाग जाओ. हवा में रहोगे तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तुम्हें पता ही नहीं है कि क्या दिया गया है शाहजियान को उनको पिरवी में. इज अ स्पेशल मेंशन. इट इज नॉट कैमरा दौर. जागो, आंख खोलो, पढ़ो. ऊट पटांग क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिख के आ जाओगे, 2 मिनट में बाहर हो जाओगे. और वहां कंफ्यूजन पैदा करने के लिए लोग बैठे हुए हैं. ध्यान रखना, वहां 50% काम यही होता है, कंफ्यूज कर दो, बात खत्म. और तुम जैसे लोग जिसने भी बीच में टांग अड़ाई, फेल हो जाओगे. मेरा कुछ नहीं जाएगा. मैंने तो लिखा हुआ है, वहां पढ़ो आंख खोल के. लिखा हुआ है. मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं 100 में से 100 क्वेश्चन करेक्ट हैं. बट 100 में से 98 क्वेश्चन करेक्ट है उसके अंदर, 2 क्वेश्चन की गड़बड़ हो सकती है, 98 आर करेक्ट। तो आंख को खोल के क्वेश्चन को पढ़ना ध्यान से, गलत पढ़ लिया गलत आंसर दोगे, क्वेश्चन ही नहीं समझ आया तुमको तो आंसर ही गलत हो जाएगा तुम्हारा, ध्यान रखना। एंड देयर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट 90% ऑफ द टाइम इफ पीपल लाइक मी वुड सेंड ए क्वेश्चन, एक आदमी सेट नहीं करता है वहां क्वेश्चन, वहां 10 लोग सेट करते हैं, 20 लोगों के क्वेश्चन आते हैं इधर उधर से, फिर वहां से चूज होते हैं। और किसी गलती से मुझ जैसे आदमी का क्वेश्चन चूज हो गया जो कंफ्यूजिंग क्वेश्चन होगा, मैं सीधा आदमी नहीं हूं, मैं टेढ़ा आदमी हूं, मेरा काम है कंफ्यूज कर दो आदमी को। जो आदमी एब्सोल्युटली 100% क्लियर है वही आदमी घुसेगा, तुम जैसे लोग नहीं घुसेंगे वहां पे जो बकवास करेंगे वहां पे कि शाहजी एंड करुण की पिरवी को मिला है। जाके पढ़ो आंख खोल के वहां पे क्या लिखा हुआ है, वहां पे क्या मिला है उसको पढ़ो। बीच में टांग मत अड़ाना कोई आदमी जिसको पता नहीं है ठीक से, ठीक है। और अगर कुछ कहना है तो यहाँ व्हाट्सएप पे, यहाँ पे चैट बॉक्स है, चैट बॉक्स में बोल दो, डोंट वेस्ट अदर पीपल्स टाइम। ओके, सो वी आर कमिंग टू दिस, we are done with this best actress. Now we are moving to the Indian film which was selected for this section called Last in AF section and the Khans. What was the name of the film? Please understand. They are saying selection. Okay. There's a film called Nimich, which was directed by not a Krishna Hooda from FTI was selected for this particular section, not a doll made up of clay. SRFTI has also sent a film. Please try to understand. So there's a confusion. Once you are confused, you are gone. So understand the question and then answer it. Okay. So the correct answer is the image, not all that bread, which was last year. And this particular year, this doll made up of clay is a SRFTI film. So in case if they give you option, which I have not given you over here, but in the answer I mentioned it over there because there was a film which is an entry from SRFTI, so it could also be included in a different way. So be very clear about what question is they are asking it. If the question is not clear to you, you will not be able to answer it. Okay. So again, the next question is best actor, actress, director, Palme d'Or. These are the major award in the Cannes. So this particular year, the Wagner Moura got the award for this particular image. I'll just show you. This is how the actor looked like. And this is a poster of the film, which was very popular all over the places. I could not find a better image. So this is in brief. Now we'll go to the quickly to the next section. And best director is as important as Palme d'Or. Palme d'Or is for the best film, and best director is very reputed after the Palme d'Or. And this particular year, it went for the Secret Agent. Let me just show you the poster. Don't get confused with the Jafar Panay because Jafar Panay got the Palme d'Or for the best film. Best film and best director is, though he is a director, but he did not get the award for a best director. He got the award for Palme d'Or for the best film, which is much more prestigious because it is an overall thing. But best director is for someone else. So this is a very confusing question. Let me just show you the image. This is how it look like. This is the same film which we have already shown in the poster. Okay. So which award was jointly, there could be a joint award for Sirat and Sound of Falling at Cannes 2025. Okay. So if you go for, it's a jury prize which is jointly shared by these two films. Let me just quickly show you the poster. This is how I could find the best of the poster over there. And this is the very interesting poster. Only one girl turning back and rest of the people are following forward. Okay. So again, question number 73. Who directed the Sentimental Value, the winner of Grand Prix? Grand Prix is the same award which Payal Kapadia got last year. Okay. Remember the name of the award. Don't get confused. Confusion, which means 2.5 marks. Okay. So this director called Jechim Trier, I can't pronounce correctly, but That's how he look like. Let's show you the picture. This is image, and this is the poster of the film. Very interesting poster, very intimate poster. You could feel that what the film will be all about. Okay. So again, who directed the Palme d'Or winner? It was just an accident. Everybody knows this film because very famous filmmaker Zafar Panahi, who was also in India for a couple of months. He lived in India for a few months. I don't know when exactly from where, because he was in exile, and he came to India to live for a couple of months. And if you see some of his earlier films, which are really, really brilliant, then the what he got the award for this, I was just an accident. It was just an accident. But his earlier work is really amazing. I have a very high regard for his films, and some of his films are just amazing. You must watch those films. I will not recommend which one, but few you should watch. Again, the which film won the Palme d'Or for the top prize at the Cannes Film Festival? It is the same question asked in a different way. The name of the film, not the director. Okay, so just an accident. Let me show you the quickly the film. This is a good resolution film which I could find it on the internet. So unfortunately, the high resolution poster of this film are not available, but this is the image I could find it. Okay. So we are done with that thing. Now we are moving to the Oscar. If anybody has a quick question, you can ask it. So I suppose everything is fine. Oscar is more important than Cannes, but does not mean the Cannes is not important. Okay. So don't undermine the Cannes Film Festival. Oscar is certainly Oscar, but Cannes is Cannes. European people celebrate Cannes, and Oscar is Oscar. So coming back to the questions, I have not included all the questions for all the categories. I have included certain questions which I believe are important. Okay. So people who are from screenplay writing and directions course, this could be an important question. The film Conclave is based on a novel written by which author? So author is also important if it is based on a certain kind of film. So Robert Harris is the, and I've included the image of that particular uh, thing. If you look at the original poster of the film, it's a very interesting red color kind of a film poster, with red is very dominant. But this is the novelist name. Again, the adaptation for the best screenplay for the Oscar is again for the same film, Conclave, because it is based on a novel. So if there is a different image, let me just quickly see. No. Yeah. So we have this image from the, you could see that red is very prominent. Something like Cries and Whisper, Ingmar Bergman's film, which was shot by Sven Nykvist, where the red is very, very prominent. Here also you could see the red is very prominent in this particular poster. Couple of posters are there, very interestingly designed. Again, sometime they could ask this stupid question also. Host, who is the host of the film? Again, O'Brien is the host. If there is an image, I'll quickly. I found this image over there, so this is the one. So again, how many nominations, which film got maximum, and all that could be asked. So 13 are the number for Emilia Perez. Those people who have seen the film would know this number correctly, but image of the poster is equally important to quickly show you. This is the poster of the image of the poster. Again, editing, cinematography, art direction, they don't ask, but editing student, if anybody is from editing, most probably will not be there. But again, I have included this question. For which film got the editing award is the Anura. At least the name of the film, if not the person who got the award, because persons remembering the name is a little tricky. Okay. So documentary is equally important for Oscars also. for which documentary film won the Best Feature Film award this year? So there is a film called No Other Land. Let me just quickly show you the poster. Okay, so this is the poster of the film. Not necessarily they will ask about the director, actress, actor. They could ask a question related to the documentary also. So be prepared. Um, so there is another film, which is an animation film from Latvia, very small country, and it's an animation film. They ask. It was surprise for many people because country like Latvia is not small country does not means they are not brilliant. If you people have some idea about animation, Zagreb is one of the Zagreb studio they call it as a earlier it was called Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia got divided into the four countries. One of them was Slovenia and another was Zagreb, Croatia. Croatia has a capital called Zagreb. Zagreb has produced the best of the animation in the 60s. So small country doesn't mean they can't produce the best of the film. So Croatia is one of the leader in animation filmmaking, particularly in the 60s. If you get to see people films from 60s, you will understand what I'm talking about. So Latvia film for the animation. Brazil film, which Brazilian film won the best international feature? So I'm Still Here is one of the film which got the award. Again, costume is not important, but this particular year something very important happened. That it was a black artist who got the best costume design in 2025. So I have included that name. Otherwise, I would not included this name. Sometime that something which is first time happened in the history could be a question. So costume design is something this particular year was given to the Paul Toswell, and this could be a question also. Coming back to another thing, Anora, how many awards it won? You need to remember sometimes some stupid people ask these kind of question for numerical kind of question, which is to my mind is not really an intelligent question. But sometimes 4, 5, 6, 11, this number is tricky. So Anora got the 5 awards in terms of nominations. So you should be very clear how many awards are they asking the award or are they asking the nomination? So this time the question is how many Academy Award did Enora win? So these are the categories I have clearly defined. It may have nominated for more Oscar, but how many? That's why again and again I'm asking you that read the question carefully. It is not saying that how many Academy Award did Enora was nominated for. It is asking how many Academy Award it win. So win means the exact number. It may have for 7 or 9 or 10 or 11, but that would formulate a different question. So this is a different question and that's a different question. Okay. So Sean Baker uniquely won how many Oscar for Anora? Why this question is important? Because it is very rarely that one person get award for various category: best director, best original screenplay, best editing, best picture. So 4 award he received for this film called Anora. So you need to remember these kind of a thing, category as well as for which film obviously is important, but then the category is equally important. So then that this film called Dune Part 2, one of the amazing cinematography to my mind, somehow it didn't appeal to many people, but one of the finest film in terms of the French cinematography I have ever seen is Dune Part 2. One was equally good. So this film got the award in 2 technical categories in terms of sound and visual effects. So sometimes these kind of question can also be asked. But again, going back to the best cinematography, in this particular year, it was for The Brutalist, and those who knows the name is easy for them. Crowley is the guy who got the award. So let me just quickly show you the image of the. So this is the image of the poster. You could see that Liberty is being ups and down, and then this is the image of the BOP. Okay. So best supporting actress went to this lady for which film? They have given the name of the actress, but not told you the name of the film. So those people who have seen it, they knows it is Emilia. And let me quickly show you the image if there is. Okay. So image of the poster only. Okay. Here it is. Supporting actor for the real pain. Best supporting actor for a real pain. Again, they are asking you the name of the person, not the they have told you the thing, but sometimes they could make question a little more complicated. And Kieran Kulkin is the name, and sometimes it is difficult to pronounce his name, but you need to remember KC. This is the way easy to remember it. Very interesting poster, very simple poster. Okay. Again, moving forward to the Oscar itself. Best actress winner for the Anora is, they are asking the name. So it's a Mcq Madison. And let me just show you the image. Here it is. So very simple. Again, the best actor and actress is always important. So those who have seen that Polish director who made the film called Knife in the Water, Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski also did a film called, I'm forgetting the name of the film. It was also a winner in the Cannes and Oscar here and there. So the same actor, Adrian Brody, got the award for this particular film also. Okay. Coming to the best director for this particular year, Sean Baker again for the Anora. Let me just show you the picture, name of the post. So it's really rare post image where you see a man holding 4 Oscars. Again, Best Picture Oscar at the 2025. Again, the Anora image I have already shown to you. So we'll move to little more. I've covered almost 90 questions so far. Which actress winner for the Anora? Again, Mcq Madison. I think this is a repeat question probably. So I'll delete this one. Again, the which actor won the best actor for the Brutalist? So again, Adrian, we just mentioned over there. It was asked in a different language, but again, the same question in a different way. Who's the best director for the Oscar? Again, Sean Baker in a different language, in a reverse manner, rather than mentioning the name of the film. And best picture for the best picture Oscar 2025, Anora. So this is in brief. 94 question I have loaded. I'm not sure how many questions would come out of the 94. I have included all those people who have passed away, those people who are connected with the Cannes, Oscar, National Award, blah, blah, blah. So I hope out of this 94, at least 3 questions are very, very important that they could formulate in the exam. Now I'll break for 10 minutes because we started at 9:15 and right now it is 10:30. So 10-minute break we will take and we will be back by 10:40. Okay. So if anybody has a question, you can put the question into your chat box and I will take it up in the end for sure. So we'll meet at 10:40. Okay. So I'm pausing this recording right now. Okay, guys, I'm back. So now these 94 questions are being covered. We'll go to some very, very important questions of famous Indian buildings. particularly in Indian context, because the question which are going to be asked are about Indian context mostly. Obviously, there could be a question related to the international context also. So just give me a 2 minutes time. Just a moment. Okay. So we'll this what's new is being covered. So we'll go to the architecture, famous building, and first part is the 18 question which are showing over here. Okay. So there are two ways question can be asked. One is who among the following is not a architect? Okay. Or the second way is to ask his work. They will mention the name of the building and they will ask the architect, or they will mention the name of the architect and they will ask the which among the following is not a building designed by him. So there are three different ways. Now here all these names are big boys. Renzo, Tado, Frank, they are all big architects internationally known. Otkar Vavra is not a architect. So who is Otkar Vavra? Anybody will quickly tell me? Okay. So your knowledge about Hungarian cinema is very weak. He's one of the big boy among the Hungarian cinema. He's a director from Hungary, Otkar Vavra. So Otkar Vavra is not a architect, but I've just mentioned over here. So these could be, I have mentioned the name. Now look at the explanation section over here, gentlemen. Quickly, I mentioned all these people who are big boys in the field of architect. They all are big boys, which means anyone can be asked. Anyone is as good as, if somebody is a Mercedes Benz, then somebody is a BMW. That's the difference. That's it, not more than that. So these name you need to mug it up and try to someday or other to watch their work, to see their work, if you're really interested in the cinemas, because cinema is the ultimate art form in which architecture, dance, painting, music, etc., melt. So all these names I have mentioned over there, and just for the information sake, going back to the India Habitat Center, if you really are from Delhi and if you look for a modern architecture, except the Lotus Temple, I don't find anything which is modern. To some extent, you can say India Habitat Center. To some extent, I would say. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. So India Habitat Center is one of the, I would say, modern architecture. And if you ever been over there, there's a Joseph Stein auditorium, Stein Auditorium, they call it. And these are three people who developed this place. It's called Stein, Doshi, and Bhalla. There are three people, and they call it as DB consultant. So these three people designed this place, which to my mind is to some extent you can call it as a modern architecture, but not really, really modern in terms of modern. But still, it is better than a lot of nonsense building we have in Delhi. Coming back to the British Council, today somebody corrected me, and as I told you, out of 100, one question could be wrong because I have given this instruction to someone and to load it up there, but sometime being a human, there could be error. So it's not a Hafiz contractor. Earlier it was mentioned Hafiz contractor. It's actually the Charles Correa who designed the British Council Library in terms of the building. So this could be an important question to be asked. Coming back to the Lotus Temple, which is one of the, I would say, modern architecture in terms of design. And Fariboz Sabah is the Iranian guy who designed this thing because Baha'i is not a Indian concept; it come from abroad. So certain places I have not mentioned the options. So there's a very simple reason, because it is a question of mugging up. Just mug up this name and forget about the rest of the option. If you know the correct answer, you will pick it. Whether you mention the rest of the option as Hafiz contractor or anybody else. So occasionally I have done it like that. So don't be under the impression that it is incomplete. It is simply because you need to mug up this name and it is important. As simple as that. This Berlin Tower is not that important. I'm just quickly skipping it. Corbusier is an important architect from France, but name I am not picking up any building. Louvre Museum, I.M. Pai is one of the important architect, and Louvre is one of the top museum in the world. I mean, you really need 1 month to watch all the painting which are been over there. I spent few days over there many years back. It's amazing museum. So this could be asked over there. And sorry, here it is. So Louvre Museum is uh, must visit if you go to Paris ever in your life. Mark 3 days if it is for 1 week. If it is it need at least a month to cover. So these are the not really must over here. I'll just quickly go to the another place. Okay. Louis Kahn is important, but okay, this is Sydney Opera is something which could be asked. I'm just skipping couple of the places because from the examination point of view, I'm just thinking of what is the most important thing. So as you know that Sydney Opera House, whenever you talk about Sydney, you see this architecture, and this is a Danish architect, Yuan E. Sun is the weird name of pronouncing it, but let me just show you the pictures. If there's a different images, and this is the photograph of the architect. So this could be one of the possible question. Burj Khalifa, everybody knows, is a very famous building, and Adrian Smith is the architect. That's why I have not given the option. So don't get upset, ke, oh, we want to try it out, we knew it, we wanted to figure it out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There are many places where you could figure it out how talented you are, but certain places I have quit simply because you need to mug up the name. That's it. Okay. So if I need to choose among 100 people who are internationally renowned architect, I would choose this lady called Zaha Hadid. She was from Iran or Iraq. I'm not sure about it, but she lived in Germany for many years. One of the most renowned women architect in the world. As I said that if I have to choose one out of 100, I would choose the Zaha Hadid. And her design is really amazing. And I've just picked up this name, and that's how she looked like. You could see this image from the top and again from inside. There are various images. I have put it over here just for your information. So again, this is Belgium, also port, also by the same lady. And the same lady also designed this center in London. This is my favorite one. In Baku, Azerbaijan, is called Haidar Aliyev Center. Let me just come out of it. It has this curvilinear structure, which is like a wave going here and there. It is primarily auditorium inside, and one of the best design to my mind, if anybody could design. And that's why if you ever go to Azerbaijan, a very small country, you must visit this place. This is like Qutub Minar. If you come to Delhi, if you don't go to Qutub Minar, you never came to Delhi. It's something like that. Qutub Minar is vertical. This is curvilinear. But this is amazing architecture by this lady called Zaha Hadid. If I would set a paper, of course, I would never do it. But I would put this question that who designed the Haidar Aliyev Center in Baku in Azerbaijan? And obviously, we have already talked about it. There's another center in China, Beijing, Galaxy Soho. Again, very, very modern in terms of its design. You could see these curvilinear lines. This is mind blowing. So, these are the important buildings. I have covered it. I'll quickly come to Indian architecture, starting from Achyut. Okay. This spelling, there is a mistake in this. It's not Kavinde, it's Kahvinde. So please correct the spelling. These are various, very old guy, but some of his buildings are being mentioned over there. The most important one, I'll quickly come to National Science Center. This is the most important building. It's in Delhi. Those people who go to the Pragati Maidan from the right side, it's located next to the Pragati Maidan called National Science Center. That's one of the renowned work of this guy. It could be asked. Rest of the building are not that big. IIT campus is of course important, but that's one. Now coming to B.V. Doshi, another very, very renowned, very, very high profile architect, sought after guy. Bangalore IIMM, I will just pick up one which is really, really amazing in terms of over here, not mentioned much of the NIFT. Yeah, NIFT, National Institute of Fashion Technology, Delhi. NIFT building is being designed by him, and as I said earlier, the India Habitat Center is also by the same guy. Okay. Toshi Charles Korea is very, very important guy in terms of the design, and some of the, we will quickly go one by one. Ismail Center, Canada. Yes, this is important. You look at it in terms of the long shot, then this is Charles Korea. From the interior, you could see the design, how brilliantly he has used this square and angular sides. So this is the building. This could be one of the Ismail Center in Canada. Then Jawahar Kala Kendra in Jaipur also. Those people who are from Rajasthan would appreciate this building. Very, very famous. Many people who go over there, they perform there. They have a very interesting auditorium. I never been over there, but I hope one day I would visit. So this is building Jawahar Kala Kendra could be asked. If I would choose Karl Charles Korea's design, I would choose the Jawahar Kala Kendra. Madhya Pradesh also have this assembly, then this Kala Academy. Let me just show you quickly the picture if I have here. Those people who go to the Goa Film Festival, this is a place where they organize part of the Goa Film Festival. We call it as a Goa Kala Academy. It's near to the Inox Center. So this is also by the Charles Korea. British Council, I have already told you in Delhi. Then Mahatma Gandhi Memorial. Then again, this is something. Okay. Ganesh Jolikar is another important architect. I don't know which building I should say. National Museum of India is interesting in terms of Delhi. Those people who are from Delhi, they will appreciate this building. It's really interestingly designed. Considering Delhi don't have that modern architecture, but still this is worth. So this is a one. Then Supreme Court of India is also another one. Those who are not from Delhi, they can have a look at it. That's how this, not modern in terms of modern, but still, because they have a lot of space to occupy this in the central Delhi, New Delhi 001. So Supreme Court of India is very renowned organization in itself. People might ask it. So these are the two names I have mentioned. Then Habib Rahman, another only place which I loved is Delhi, what we call it as a Rabindra Bhavan, which has three libraries over there, Sahitya Academy, Lalit Kala Academy, and Sangeet SNA, Lalit Kala, and Sahitya Academy. All these three major academies are located in this building. Those people who are doing theatre in Delhi or connected with theatre in some way or other, they will visit this place called Ravindra Bhavan. It's part of the Mandi House circle. Okay. Then Gandhi Ghat is one also. Let me come to Hafiz Contractor also. 42 Kolkata is another building. There are many buildings designed by him, but I don't know why I have included only this one. This huge building in Calcutta. Those people who are from there, they knows it. Okay, Laurie Becker, Raj Rewal is also important architect. Let me just see which one is the most important. Asian Game Village could be question, though not modern, but it's well known for those people who are from Delhi. Asiad 82 it was designed, and that's how it looked like. Okay. They might ask which among the following is the architect and who is not. So these are the famous buildings. Let me also see some more, because I was looking for this Indian. Oh, that is in sculpture. I got confused. Okay. So these are the one in international architecture. If you look at it, there are many names I have included. I will not go by each and every one, but those people who have a time, they can go through. Those who don't have a time, they can just remember these names: Endo, Wright, Kenzo, Newmer, Piano, Zahadidi. All these names are important. May not be their work, but important work I have already included, because we have a very limited time, 5 days, and I do not want to waste that time in terms of. Okay, sculpture I will go through it. Indian sculpture. Okay, Henry Moore is a very famous international name, though the this work which I have included is not really that big, but you need to remember who is Henry Moore. He is a sculpture artist, sculpture artist. Okay, this is my favorite one. If I would set the paper, I would put this question: who designed famous sculpture of Yaksh and Yakshini placed outside the Reserve Bank of India? These two huge figures are very, very important. And those people who have something to do with Indian sculpture, they will remember this Bengali artist called Ram Kinkar Veg. That's Badge is name. I always call it a Veg. I don't know why. But this is how he look like. And this is the image which I have just shown you. So I don't know. I just always have a feeling that this could be one of the important questions. And you could see the height of these sculptures placed in front of the Reserve Bank of India. Not a small place. Very, very important place in India. This is my equally important, not so important, but because this Devi Prasad Roy Chaudhary is a important sculpture artist. This is how he look like, and this is other work of this guy. And this could be asked where exactly this located. So Trump for Labor, it's located in Chennai. But more important than that is the Delhi, this Gyara Murti Marg. If you ever go to the Sardar Patel Marg, which is the most expensive road of this country, entire country, where you will see the Times of India chairman, P.N. Bhagwati's house, number 6, number 7, something like that. So this, at the end of that is of the road, this is a sculpture, which is called Gyaramurti thing, again by the same guy, Devi Prasad Roy. If I need to choose one question by any Indian sculpture artist, I would choose Devi Prasad Roy, Gyaramurti. This is a most important question from examination point of view and in journal. I don't know who will and how when they will ask, but it's fine. Again, we already have discussed the Lotus Temple. So this guy from Iran, Fariboz Sabah, that's how at least I pronounce. Image is not here, but this is equally important in terms of the modern architecture. In terms of modern architecture, Delhi, if I need to choose one, it is Lotus Temple. So these are few names which are important from the examination point of view. Then internationally, there are many, but I have selected few. If I read it out, I have not given you options. So Venus the Milo is again very, very important sculpture, again placed in the Louvre Museum, which I told you the most important museum in the world is Louvre. It is the same museum where the Mona Lisa is there, the topmost popular painting of the world. Mona Lisa is there in the Louvre Museum. It's the same place where this is also being placed. Again, this bird girl sculpture is also important, but not that important. Let me just quickly. Henry Moore, we have already talked about. Let me also think if there is something important. No. Okay. This is Anish Kapoor. You need to remember and feel proud of this man. Amazing man and most talked about artist from India internationally known. Internationally means internationally. And as big as I would say um, any painter you think in Indian context, which is a big guy. Anish Kapoor's work is famous. He is Indian but based in London, and his work is really amazing. And this is one image which I'll show you. You could see this shiny structure over there, and many people go like Qutub Minar and get the picture done. So such kind of sculptures are there. His work you should visit whenever you have a time on the internet, and amazing artist, very very expensive, very sought after. His work is all over the world. It's like a Zaha Hadid from India. If I need to compare someone with international renown, Anish Kapoor is one such person. He's very much alive, and you can send your friend request to him. Who made the gate of hell? The kiss. Kiss is very important. Rodin, famous sculpture is the thinker. Thinker is the most famous sculpture in the world by the Rodin. Could be asked in the examination. If I need to choose a simple but at the same time reputed question, it will be Rodin's The Thinker. But the case is also important. Here it is, Thinker. Watch it carefully. This is the most famous sculpture in the world. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry who has some clue in their life about sculpture, they must be knowing about it. So this is simple, but if you don't know, it's difficult. Okay, Rodin, this we will skip quickly. We'll also squeak quickly. Okay, David is one of the most famous sculpture. Again, the Louvre Museum and Michelangelo, one of the most celebrated painters, sculptor in the from the Renaissance period. I'm just going to the main important from the examination point of view. Rest I have put it over so many other people here and there. Okay. So that's done. Award is what? Blah, 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 blah. Bharat Ratna. Okay. All these Bharat Ratna, I'm not going to read it out. All these people you need to mug it up because they can be asked, like Dada Saheb Phalke Award. All these people who have received the Dada Saheb Phalke, you need to remember. You need to remember the Bharat Ratna, not the year. I have just mentioned the year for some reason, but you need to remember who are those people who received the Bharat Ratna. So Bharat Ratna as well as the Dada Saheb Phalke, these are the two awards everybody should remember. Uh, Let me just quickly go through something else. Theater, I would devote some time properly because there would be one question definitely from theater. Video art, not so many questions are here, but I have put it over here. Ram Mohan is basically the animator, not the video artist, but I have included him. One of the most celebrated animator of this country is Ram Mohan and then Bhimsen. It's like Kathak Gharana. One is Lucknow Gharana and another is Jaipur Gharana. So I would not say who's Jaipur and who's Lucknow, but Ram Mohan and Bhimsen were both the pioneers in Indian animation. I happens to know Bhimsen ji, who's no more, and his son Kirit Khurana is also a well-known animator. got many awards in animation, and he has also directed first live action animation film called Toonpur Ka Superhero, which has Akshay Kumar as the lead. So first Indian film which has a live action and animation together is Toonpur Ka Superhero, maybe asked in the examination. Dadi Padamji is one of the most reputed, renowned puppeteer of this country. I had the honor of giving the pictures 25 years back when I was a student like you people. And I proposed the idea of carrying a puppet festival into the Discover India magazine, which is a very, very high profile magazine in those days. So they asked me who will write it. So I said I can ask Dadi. I didn't know him, but I approached and he agreed. So Dadi Padamji is one of the renowned puppeteer of this country. He studied in Sweden and based in Delhi, and he has designed the puppetry of this of this Vishal Bhardwaj's film. I'm forgetting the name of that Omkara or something like that. One of the film with the big puppets are there. So Dadi Padamji designed that puppetry for that film. Then Raj Reval, we discussed, his architect. His son Manu Reval is very much alive, based in Delhi. Mayor Contractor is also reputed puppeteer. Then IDNC Indira Gandhi National Center was founded by Kapila Vatsyayan. It has a long controversial history, but you need to remember this name called Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan. Very important art historian of this country. That's how she looked like. She is no more with us, but she founded the IGNCA. So this is in brief, gentlemen. So I leave it for today. We almost now 11:15, going to be 5 minutes more. Now, anybody who has a question, now you can ask any question because within 5 minutes we will wrap it up.
Sir, I had one question.
Bolliye.
Uh, yes, sir. Sir, in terms of weightage, what are the most important sections like Indian art and culture and cinema
देखिए
related
इसके अंदर
questions?
इसके अंदर इसके अंदर मैं I'll mention quickly the name: dance,
Yes, sir.
painting, music, folk art, architecture, photography, cinema, literature,
Okay.
Hindi, and international. Okay. Now, in terms of
Yes,
weightage,
sir.
if I would say out of 10, three questions should be with the cinema, or let's say four.
Okay.
Six could be one about painter, one about music, one about dancer, one about photography, one about architecture, one about theater, one about literature. So seven consist of these field. Three, three or four could be cinema. This is my bifurcation. But FTI full of mad people. They can ask any nonsense. They can ask any sensible thing. So it's like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
This particular year, these people have behaved in a very, very stupid manner. I really don't care whether they feel bad about it. 60 marks, they says, will be MCQ. They also says in that same section, domain specific question, which means technical question, which means cinematography, editing, sound recording, direction related. But they don't mention how many. Earlier it was called MSQ. Now they converted MCQ, no problem. But define it, they have not defined it. You understand? The problem lies with their attitude in their life. Why they behave like such a stupid manner? Why they can't say that earlier the MSQ will be 20 marks, MCQ will be 30 marks or 2020? Why they can't say that? Bengalis has become more great. They have become the worst in their life. They have proved themselves they are most lethargic community of this world. Most lethargic. I'm sorry if some Banerjee Chatterjee Mukherjee is in the listening to it, but that's the way I am. They will charge 2000 rupees, but they don't want to check the answer sheet. Let it be MCQ. And even that, in the second section, they don't define whether the editing would be different, cinematography would be different, sound recording would be different. This is combined domain, some shit like that. You understand? So where is the problem? Premier institution of the country having a budget of 50 crore, 54 faculty are there who are eating the dal roti from the student fund. They are not willing to mention that. What a shame. Unfortunately, many of my colleagues are over there. Unfortunately, very, very unfortunate. So, whatever I can do, I would do it. I have done it. I am still doing it. But that's what in your hand. So, let's prepare for the worst. And the worst thing is when students get admission over there, they don't raise their voice. They raise their voice some shit and nonsense. We don't want this chairman. How the hell it matters? Who is the chairman? Who, what does, how it matters? No, it doesn't matter. What matters is that this year, this nonsense has happened in FTI and SRFTI, and the student who was studying over there, nobody has objected. So far, this is the worst thing. Unfortunately, many of them are my student in the sense they studied the way you people have studied. But once they become selfish because they have qualified the exam, they are inside, and that's it. But the problem is not that. They have not become a filmmaker, cinematographer, director, editor so far. They are just studying, and that's it. So, anyway, for me, first definition of being an artist is that you should rebel against the injustice. That is my definition. And I've been doing it since I joined the FTI until this date. So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, whatever the system is, you have to crack that system, get into it, and in the hope that one day you will make it better. Right now, there are 34 students. We have a 60 entries of the interactive class. Where are these rest of these boys are there? They are sleeping. So let them sleep. Good for you. It's good for you because they're not listening. Good. If they fail, very good, because you will crack it because you are more attentive comparative to them. So it is always relative. Never mind what is going on. But it was a heather. Yes, it was a heather in which puppet were used. Bismil Bismil song. And I interviewed Dadi also for that particular song picturization. Uh, if I could find time, I would post that particular article for your understanding. So this is in brief, guys. Anybody who
सर
has a quick question, you can ask it.
सर SRFTI सर सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ जी,
हाँ सर, मैं छोड़ दे बोल रहा हूँ। SRFTI का एप्लीकेशन पे वहां पर कोई फिल्मिंग का अलग सा कुछ नहीं दिखा रहा है मेरे को।
मैंने अभी तक देखा नहीं है। मैं एक दो दिन में फॉर्म भरने की कोशिश करवाऊंगा किसी के
अच्छा,
थ्रू. Once I come through, then I remember that thing which you mentioned it. Let me just figure it out.
वहाँ सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया का ही दिखा रहा है, तो थोड़ा
कुछ भी हो
कंफ्यूज हूँ।
सकता है बेटा, बंगाली लोग हैं, सोते रहते हैं वहां लोग, तू जानता ही है.
सर सब बंगाली ऐसा नहीं।
ऐसा ही है बेटा, ऐसा ही है. क्या करने के वहां पर वेबसाइट पे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा बता? बोल, मुझे आंसर दे.
तो SRFTI
कल
में सब
कलकत्ता
तो
के
बंगाली
भेजते.
नहीं है, मतलब वहां पर सभी है मतलब।
सभी है बेटा, वो लोग वहां पर सभी एक जैसे हैं. आलो मालो आला वाला झाला जो जो लोग हैं मराठी लोग, ऐसे ही बनर्जी चटर्जी मुखर्जी लोग हैं. अगर किसी के अंतरात्मा जागी होती तो तुम ये बताओ कि वहां पर क्यों नहीं हो रहा है वहां पर चेक.
हाँ,
नेशनल
दिस
लेवल का
इज
इंस्टीट्यूशन है. व्हाई इट इज नॉट बीइंग शोइंग? इट इज ए फन? इज इट ए जोक? सो रहे हैं लोग आराम से. पुतुल महमूद को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, समीनन दत्ता को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वहां और लोग बैठे हुए उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? किसी की तनख्वाह कम हो गई? हो गई कम. लास्ट ईयर का जेट का एंट्रेंस एग्जाम का पेपर वहां पे अभी किसी ने लोड किया है आज तक? किया किसी ने लोड?
हाँ, यू
कोई
कैन
फर्क नहीं
क्रिटिसाइज
पड़ता.
SRFTI।
एसआरएफटीआई का भी तो एग्जाम था जेट लास्ट ईयर का,
हम्म,
कि नहीं था?
हाँ हाँ sure।
तो क्यों नहीं लोड है उनकी वेबसाइट पे? दो आंसर. अब दो दो आंसर बनर्जी चटर्जी मुखर्जी के बिहाफ पर दे ही नहीं सकते. सो रहे लोग, अपना तनख्वाह मिल रही है, बात खत्म. भाड़ा में जाए इंस्टीट्यूशन, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता बेटा. फर्क पड़ता है जब डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएगा. कमलाकर वहां पे एक एडिटिंग का ग्रेजुएट है, वो उसने पोस्ट डाली हुई है अपनी, देख जरा के उसके जाके. आई वेंट टू डेंटिस्ट एंड ही गेव मी सम मेडिसिन. यू नो, नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल गो फॉर ए ओपन हार्ट सर्जरी and also maybe some kidney transplantation, because that's how these people deserve. It's not my wish. It's not my wish. But that's how these people are behaving like that, unfortunately. Anyway, so you ask them, I can't help it, but let me figure it out. If I figure it out, I will shoot a mail to them, or maybe I don't hesitate to make a post. You already have seen it.
Yes, sir.
For direction based MCQ, where to practice from domains based. Use your brain if you have a little bit. Think about what director is supposed to do. What kind of question can be asked related to the director? What a director is supposed to do? Continuity, clap, all these things fall in the domain of direction. Okay,
सर आई हैव वन डाउट
बोलिए.
सर जो आपने स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी के क्वेश्चंस डाले हैं और जो एडेड
कौन
ईयर्स
बोल
वाले
रहा है, कौन
क्वेश्चंस
बोल रहा है,
डाले
पहले
हैं
बताइए. You identify yourself.
नहीं सर जो आपने स्पेसिफिक
My
कैटेगरीज
question
वाले
is, who is this person who's speaking? I can't identify. Name yourself and then ask a question.
सर दिस इज आशना आई एम फ्रॉम द डायरेक्शन एंड स्क्रीन प्ले बैच
Okay.
sir a lot of questions actually most of the questions in the added category and the specific categories that are there the years one and the specific topic one they are mostly overlapping so are they like mostly same or are they completely different questions?
See, for domain specific section, when they say is technical question, which means question related to directors, direction. Now, what director should know? Director should know about screenplay. Director should know about continuity. Director should know about literature also, for that
No,
matter.
sir, that's not what I'm asking.
What?
Uh, so what I'm asking is over here in the MCQ guide that you've given on the website, the questions are in like two different categories. One is year wise and one is topic wise. So are most of the questions clashing
No, no,
or
year
are
wise.
they
No, okay, wait. Now, I have shown you here this what's new. Only concentrate on July 2025.
okay?
94 questions are important. Rest of the questions are not important because they were updated every year.
Okay,
Till 2021, we were making this website up. Then 2022, we upgraded. Again, no, 2022, we upgraded. So till 2022, the website was still getting uploaded.
all right.
Now 2024, 23, there is no question. If you notice it carefully, 24 there are
Hmm.
33 questions, which means last year, and 2025 there are 94. So this year in July 2025 we have uploaded 94 questions, which are most important from this examination point of view. Rest of
Okay,
the questions are important for any year, any time under the sun. Are you getting?
okay. Hmm.
Now, for example, if you go to the Palme d'Or 331, I'll just quickly go here. Okay. Now, best actor 70, best actor 79, best director 63, best film 76, best screenplay this. Now, if I'll go to best director, let's say, for example, 63, I'll quickly say. Now, some mad guy sitting under the wisdom tree can formulate a question. Who among the following got the best director award at Cannes Film Festival? Now they can
Hmm.
put up anyone under the sun. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So you will curse me. So in order to avoid the curse, I have devoted the section. Now it's up to you. If you have a time, you will go through it. If you don't have a time, you will not go through it. Correct? But I refrain from myself that if some mad guy would create a question that who, now for example, who won the best director at Cannes in the film called The Beguiled, for example. So I formulated a question, I've added it. But now if you don't have a time, you will not be able to go through it. So I am saying, since there is a limited time for you, and if you are not able to do it for some reason or whatever, so you can skip that part. You got my point? You can skip this
Okay,
part and come to, so this Palme d'Or section you can completely skip. But come to Sahitya Academy Award 150, they are all are important.
okay.
More important than Palme d'Or. Because it is India. Sahitya Academy, every Tom, Dick and Harry don't get it. I have included only English and Hindi, Bengali, Phalana, Dimka, they are all out. Because they are not that important. English and Hindi is important.
All right, sir.
So very carefully, I have crafted these sections depending upon the time and your intelligence, how you would use it. Let's say literature, for example. Now here there are biography of an actor, biography of a director, autobiography of others, books on cinema, books on Osho. I picked up particularly Osho because they are all about enlightenment and spiritualities. Film based on books, Hindi books, international book, international 500, 50 books. I picked up from a book called 500 Important Books on Literature. Are you getting my point? So
Hmm.
if you do not have a time, you will not be able to go through it. It doesn't happen over the 10 days. It happen over the 6 months. You got my point? But if now the 10 days are left, what to do? So what I'm discussing in the class, I'm picking up the most important thing. I'm not going to talk about the entire damn thing under the sun called Cannes Film Festival. I'll pick up the book where there are 40 questions. I'm going to discuss tomorrow 40 questions. Only that's it. From the history of the Cannes Film Festival connected with India.
All right, sir.
Are you getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
this is very exhaustive, but I do not have a time. I will just devote 2 hours, pick up something which I think is important, quit, rest, and that's it. Let's say, for example, I'll quickly give you an example. Where is this section called paintings? Let me just come to it. Cinema, dance, literature, painting. Okay. So here you will see here painting as a 997 painters. I am not going to discuss 997. I will discuss only 100 important painters. Are you getting my point? These 100
Yes.
paintings are the most important painting from international point of view. But after saying that, I also say that what about these 997 paintings? They are also important. Some crazy guy can pick up anything under the sun. What are you going to do? Nothing. So you can't curse me कि अरे सर आपने तो पैसे ले लिए हमको तो सिखाया नहीं. मैंने सिखाया, मैंने डाल दिया यहाँ पर. बट तुम्हारे पास टाइम नहीं है तो ये 786 पेंटिंग्स को आप नहीं पढ़ सकते ना. तो मैंने क्या किया, 100 उठाया यहाँ से, 100 पकड़ लिया. ये 100 तुम सीख लो. अब तुम्हारा हॉरोस्कोप है, इसमें से कोई एक आधी आ जाए, आ सकती है. सभी टक करके कड़क लोग हैं. अब तुम ये मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकती हो कि सर आपको कैसे पता लगा कि ये इंपॉर्टेंट पेंटिंग है. ये क्वेश्चन कोई भी आदमी मुझसे पूछ सकता है कि हेनरी रूसो का ये पेंटिंग मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पेंटिंग है, कैसे पता लगा आपको. तो मेरा क्राइटेरिया क्या है, जिस पेंटिंग के ऊपर अनदर कंट्री कम्स आउट विद ए स्टैंप, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ये बड़ा अजीबोगरीब सा क्राइटेरिया है मेरा. जिस पेंटिंग को फ्रांस के किसी पेंटर की पेंटिंग पे कोई पोलैंड में स्टैंप निकालेगा, पोलैंड गवर्नमेंट, तो इंपॉर्टेंट होगी. हाँ या ना, होगी ना. दिस इज माई क्राइटेरिया.
Yes, sir.
बड़ा
Yes, sir.
अजीबोगरीब सा क्राइटेरिया है ये मेरा. बड़ा अजीबोगरीब सा क्राइटेरिया है मेरा कि 100 पेंटिंग कैसे ढूंढी मैंने. जिस पेंटिंग पे दो दूसरी कोई कंट्री स्टैंप निकालती है तो वो पेंटिंग ग्रेट है. गूगल तो बकवास करता रहता है 50, तुमने ढूंढ ली, किसी और ने ढूंढ ली, कुछ 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 चल रहा है सब बड़ंगा. बट अगर एक आदमी की 20 पेंटिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है तो उसमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कौन सी पेंटिंग है. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पेंटिंग वो है जिसके ऊपर किसी दूसरी कंट्री ने उसके ऊपर स्टैंप निकाला, स्टैंप के ऊपर वो पेंटिंग लगा दी. तो दिस इज माई क्राइटेरिया. ऐसे ही सोते सोते नहीं बना दिया मैंने 100 ये. अरे कुछ इधर उधर से इकट्ठा कर लिया, बहुत खोपड़ी लगाई है मैंने, बहुत सर फोड़ा है इसके अंदर. ऐसे नहीं पकड़ लिया मैंने 100. ये मेरी जो 100 है, इसके पीछे बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग लॉजिक है मेरा, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग लॉजिक है. और कोई आदमी अगर चैलेंज करना चाहे कि द थर्ड क्लास कैरियज के ऊपर कोई स्टैंप नहीं निकला है, तो मैं कल दिखा देता हूं तुम्हें. कोई चैलेंज करना चाहता है तो कर दे मुझे. तो तुम लोग अभी जागे हो, मैं 5 साल पहले से जागा हूं. तो मैंने अपने तरीके से बेस्ट काम किया हुआ है इसके अंदर. मैं ये क्लेम नहीं करता हूं कि 100 में से 99 करेक्ट होगा, एक गड़बड़ हो सकता है. क्योंकि जब लोड करते वक्त जिस आदमी को इंस्ट्रक्शन दी गई, उसने गलती से वहां पे बैक एंड के अंदर कुछ छोटा मोटा गड़बड़ कर दिया. So this is in brief. Tomorrow we will try to discuss more. Okay. So good night. Bye bye.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
पूछना है किसी को कुछ?
No, sir.
कुछ? ओके।
No, sir.